I discovered porn as a 10-year-old, and it was VHS tapes, and it was quite common, you know, for family members to have tapes, and you know, you'd find them somewhere. So it wasn't like anything sick or illegal that I found. It was just hardcore porn. But for a 10-year-old, it was pretty extreme, and it did a lot of damage. It desensitized my mind to what I thought romantic relationships should look like, my expectations from romantic partners, regardless of sexuality. And your expectations of what that looks like are damaged from an early age. And also, you know, the dopamine hit you're getting for that, and that being your first coping mechanism, you know. The earliest coping mechanism I had was those tapes, and then by the time the internet comes around, you've got access to it then too, and then these chat rooms, and so those things combined, you know, not knowing my dad. I really hated the high school I went to, and I can't speak for other people who went there, but for me, it was a place of fear, it was a place of surviving, it was a place of bullying. It wasn't a place of growth and education and learning. I only got that when I went to college and university years later as an adult. So I left school thinking I was an idiot. So there was loads of things, lots of different variables combined that kind of led me on that path. But I was 13 when I first discovered alcohol. You know, it was a lad that was in my drama class. His dad had a corner shop, and he could get us half bottles of whiskey and vodka and Buckfast and all sorts of stuff. And we'd get White Lightning and Merrydown and MD 2020 and all your usuals. And it was so normalised because loads of us were doing it. We were all hanging about doing it. So for such an early age, like I'm 10 years old, I've discovered porn. I'm 13, I've discovered alcohol. By the time I'm 15 or 16, it's Eckies, speeds and weed. And then between 17 and 18, somewhere there, it's cocaine. So the escalation, you know, it's gone up and up and up. And before I know it, I'm a using addict. And I didn't even realise I was an addict.